driving through the streets of London with this dude, Mr. Fit One. Tell us, what are your secrets to success?
My secrets to success. Yeah, I think you need to have a very strong reason why you need money. So that reason overrides any of the hard times, any of the problems you get, any of the bad times, because you're going to have lots of them. You're going to have lots of bad times, lots of hardships and all that. But if you're strong, if your reason is strong enough, such as why do you want to lose weight, because you couldn't fit in the ride in the fairground and everybody laughed at you and you never want to be laughed at again. So if you have that kind of a strong reason, then that's a really great start. So for me, when we came to England, we lost everything we had, and I was very poor and I was homeless for a while. So that I said to myself, I'm never ever going to be homeless again, and that was a very, very strong reason for me to want to make money. And even when I had hard times and all that, I would always remember that my strong reason is I never want to be poor.
So you came here how many years ago? So you immigrated into the UK, right?
I came to the UK when I was 14, so that's 35 years ago.
And your parents, I think, lost the house, you said?
Yeah, they lost our house.
So his parents lost his house.
And our business. We opened a small
in the
business
UK?
here. Yeah, in the UK.
Yeah.
So we lost the business and the house.
Wow.
And yeah, it was hard. And because we didn't have anywhere to live, my parents went to live with one of their friends. And I went to live with, I went to live in a room, and my sister was in the halls of residence. So we didn't have a home. We didn't have a house to live in, basically. And that was terrible.
What did you do? So like, so if you had no money in the background, how did you start? Like, how did you build LA Muscle?
I think education is very important. So I think even if you're lost and you don't know what to do and you can't decide what you want to do and you don't have any money and all that kind of stuff, I think you need to get educated. So I got educated. So whilst we didn't have a house, we didn't have a lot of money, we didn't have many things, I just studied. I did law for a while, and I decided I don't want to do law. So I ended up working for a company, earning 14 grand. I think we have a race on, and little does he know that I'm an expert driver. So I worked for a company, and so I went down a notch. I was a lawyer, and I went down a notch, and I ended up working for another company. But that made me learn a lot, and that taught me a lot about business and things like that. And that's kind of how I got started. I had no money. I started with nothing. Literally, I started with zero, and built up from there. But you know, you gotta take risks. And the thing is this: many people they don't realize that you have to take risks. So a lot of people write to me and they go, oh, you know, but I don't want to leave my job. I don't want to leave my family, and I don't want to put them in a bad state or whatever. But hey, that's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to risk, if you're not willing to take that risk where you might lose it all and you might end up with nothing, then you're not an entrepreneur.
Yeah, some people are too afraid to take the risks, but what if they have a family to support? What if they have? I mean, it's easier to start when you're by yourself, right?
Yes, 100%.
If you don't have a wife, you don't have children, you're a husband or whatever.
Yeah.
How do you do it then? Like, how do you get past? If somebody's been getting paid to work their whole lives
then
and have had a job,
you don't do it full time. Then you experiment. Yeah. So in my opinion, anyway, do it at the weekends. Do it in the evenings. Oh, that's a LaFerrari.
Saw it. Yeah.
Do it. Do it when you can, basically, to see that you can make a success of it. And once you start making enough money, which will sustain you, then you can leave your full-time job. But the fact is, if you're risk averse, then you shouldn't be into business.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't even ask questions like, oh, should I leave my job or whatever? Well, you shouldn't. If you ask, should I leave my job, then you shouldn't leave your job.
What's the biggest thing that you think holds people back? Like, what's the biggest thing that stops people from succeeding?
Fear.
I
think fear stops people from succeeding in anything. Whether it's defeating the bully that's been pushing you around, whether it's leaving your husband that's been beating you up, whether it's, you know, making the money that you deserve to be making or whatever.
Yeah.
I think fear is the number one thing why people don't reach the level that they should reach and don't get to their destiny, basically.
Yeah.
Habits are important. The times that I've had the most success is when I've got into good habits, and we all make excuses as to why we don't get into good habits, and it literally is exactly what you say. I mean, you wake up at 3 o'clock every morning and you're successful in what you do because you got into that habit of waking up early and just getting on with it.
You think waking up early is one of the most important habits to success,
100%.
or is there something else?
100%.
Waking up early.
100%. I really do. I mean, look, people are different, right?
Yeah.
If you're I don't know, if you're a night owl or whatever, you might be different. But most people, testosterone is high in the mornings and productivity is high in the morning.
So what other habit is as important or more important than waking up early, do you think? Is there another habit that, like, what do you think attributed to your success? Like, for example, when you didn't have money and then the fact that you were able to make money.
I think belief, number one.
Belief.
I think belief. So I think having that strong reason, number one, you have to have a strong reason. Otherwise you'll give up like most people.
Yeah.
Setting a goal, a non-negotiable, unreachable, but slightly reachable goal. So that can be, you know.
And do you think it's good to set goals that you might think are unreasonable at first?
Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, you're just normal like everybody else. So you do need to have some kind of a goal that you literally look at and think, or others look at and they go, no, you know, what are you doing? You can't do that.
And what do you do when people around you tell you, they laugh at you, or they try to bring you back down, or they tell you, you know, you shouldn't be trying to do that because there's no way you're going to be able to do it. You don't have enough money, connections, whatever.
I think that's where contract killers come in. So, no, I'm just kidding. I think, you know, it depends on the person, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a Taurus. I'm quite a strong-headed person. So personally, I never get affected by anyone telling me you can't do this or that or the other.
Pushes you more to do it.
Not me. Actually, I couldn't care less about what other people think.
Yeah.
I never did.
Wow.
So I'm not there to.
I think that's important.
Yeah, and I'm not there to prove anything to anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm not there to, you know, to be kind of upset about people's opinions or anything like that. So I think everybody is different. But for me, I don't care. So you reach.
I think that's hard for most people. Even I notice sometimes, like, I find myself caring what other people think, and I have to consciously tell myself it's not useful, because it really isn't useful, you know, what other people think.
Yeah, it isn't. And you know, I guess you're also the type of person that likes praise and all that. I don't. Again, it comes, and you know, I'm not saying necessarily it's a good thing. Not caring about people's opinions, but personally, I don't. I know others do. But I think once you've set that goal, that non-negotiable high goal that you've set for yourself, then you just need to break it down, and you know all about this, Rob, into smaller portions, right? So let's say if you've set your goal to do £1 million in a year, then break it down to how much it will be per month, how much it would be per week, and how much it would be per day, and you need to do that figure. You need to do that figure. If you don't do that figure,
Milestones.
then you're not on your milestones on your way to success. So you need to do that. And most people fail either at the reason why they should be doing it, either at the goal setting, or trying to achieve the targets.
And what about focus, man? You know, what about what would you say to the person that, you know, has trouble focusing? You know, they want to do something, you know, they know they want to achieve a goal, but, you know, they get down to it and they just can't focus on it. Like,
I think they haven't made a habit of it in the first place. So that is quite important, to make a habit of little things. You have to start little by little. I'll tell you something else which might be a bit out there. You may very well be lacking nutrients. I know it sounds a little bit crazy, right? And a bit off the charts, if you want to say that, but maybe you lack focus because you don't eat well enough, or you have too much caffeine, or you have too little caffeine. So focus is not necessarily just oh, I'm not focused enough. Focus could be that you don't eat enough carbs and you're just tired and you just want to rest all the time, and you don't want to get up and do stuff. So focus could be a lot of different things.
What else is really important? What another habit that's really important to success?
I think surrounding yourself with luxury, and I do talk a lot about that in my books.
Subconsciously, I think that's really important.
Yeah, you need to surround yourself with where you want to be in the future.
Yeah.
So if even if you live in a council house and whatever, if you start going to nice hotels, nice hotel bars, it doesn't cost anything. You spend £5 on a coffee or whatever. Or you go to car shows and you surround yourself with nice cars and so on. You start getting used to that lifestyle, and I think that's important. I really do. I've got pictures of myself when I was 20, standing next to a row of Lamborghini Countaches and all that, because I literally said to myself, that is going to be my life. That is what I'm going to have in the future. And maybe that was the reason for my success, or part of it, maybe not. But that's the reality of it. You need to surround yourself.
You think
with
because
success.
you focused on it a lot, or you think because you were around good people, or?
I don't necessarily think I was around good people per se. I just know that since a very, very young age, I believed that I was going to be successful, and I think that belief is very important. If you don't believe you're going to be successful, you're not going to be successful.
It really starts with your beliefs, man, because
it's not going to happen by accident. There's no way you're going to get successful by accident. There's just no. I mean, look, you might play the lottery and win, but I'm just saying that it's very, very unlikely that you're going to become successful by accident.
So, what about hard work? Will hard work make you successful? A lot of people say work hard and hustle and all this other shit. But
a lot of people say work smart and only work 1 hour a day.
There's that too, for sure. So what is it, man? Is it hard work or is it working smart?
Look, I can only talk to you about my own personal experience, right?
Yeah.
I don't know about other people. Some people get lucky and, they literally get lucky. But
I know plenty of people working hard selling oranges on the side of the street, but I don't know if that's really what's going to result in success.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in hard work. I've always been a believer in hard work. And even now that I don't necessarily need to work, I still work hard because it's kind of embedded in me and it's part of my habitual routine, if you want to call it that. So I'm a big believer.
Is hard work enough?
Well, hard work is a start, right?
Yeah.
And hard work is a guarantee.
There's a lot of people that are working hard, like these construction workers that are staring at this really, really expensive car that we're in. I know they're working hard.
Yeah.
But it's not just about hard work, right? I mean, you
No,
gotta...
I think it starts with your beliefs, right? I mean, the construction worker didn't believe that he's going to be a millionaire or an entrepreneur or whatever, did he?
So number one, you think you can attain the level? Can you buy a Lamborghini working for somebody else? Probably not, right?
Depends what business, right?
Maybe if you're Fortune 500 executive.
Banking or something like that.
True.
Yeah, you probably could. But most of the people that I know, they don't earn this kind of money by working for other people. So even lawyers, right? I mean, I was a lawyer, and I could have gone and become a high-end lawyer or whatever. But what does a high-end lawyer earn? $1 million? So that has a ceiling as well. You unless if you're a celebrity lawyer and you have franchises of firms or whatever. So I think everything has its own ceiling. But coming back to hard work, personally, if anybody asks me that question, I would say 100% you need to work hard. 100%. Yes. Because if you're not growing, you're shrinking. And you're not going to grow by not working hard, in my opinion and experience. Maybe I'm wrong. You work hard, right? You're successful because you work hard. You don't wake up at 11 o'clock and spend 2
working
hours
hard. But working hard, for example, this guy driving the tour bus next to us probably works really, really hard, goes home very tired to his wife. But I think you got to work hard, but also work in a capacity that's going to benefit you the most.
But also comes back to your ambitions and what you set your goal on, right? This bus driver here didn't set his goal. He's about to come into me. He didn't set his goal to be an entrepreneur, did he? Or to make millions or whatever. He set his goal to be a bus driver. Yeah. So.
Or do you think that some people are just, a product of their circumstances, or can anyone change their circumstances? Anyone can.
I think most people don't have that.
It's not really about where you start, right?
No,
it's about where you end.
Yeah, and when you are today, literally, right?
Yeah.
But there's lots of people that have come from whatever the council estates or the gutter or whatever.
Nothing. Yeah.
But
nothing.
But it's their belief that's taking it. But again, it depends. You gotta find. Oops. box, otherwise I'm gonna get 3 points. You gotta find something that will take you out of your situation.
Yeah.
For example, Anthony Joshua, right? LA Muscle sponsored him back in the day. We were one of his early sponsors. I mean, he came from nothing, but he used his sport to progress to the next level. So it doesn't just have to be entrepreneurship necessarily, but it has to be something unique. And for entrepreneurs, it's usually that unique drive and that unique goal setting.
And how do you get rich, man? I mean, you know, you work hard, you work smart, some combination of the two, but you know, you can't really exchange your time for money and expect to really get rich, can you?
I think you need to have a number of things under control. For example, tax as an example, costs as another example if you're an entrepreneur, profit and loss. So many people focus on revenue and turnover and all that, and they don't really think about things like that. Investment, investment. I mean, what are you investing your money in? Are you investing it back into the business? So getting rich and staying rich, by the way, which in my opinion is more difficult than getting rich, in my opinion, is they all require certain things. I don't think these things happen by accident. That's why a lot of people get mentors. They get mentors because mentors act like catalysts that take them to the next level. Otherwise, they'd be guessing about everything, wouldn't they?
Yeah. And what about passive income, man? You know, everybody talks about this passive income. Is that shit even real, or is it just a dream, that pipe dream that most people talk about?
I think it depends on each people. Like you're very big on passive income. I'm not. I have properties that give me passive income, but my active income, if you will, far outweighs my passive income. So it really depends on people. But yeah, lots and lots of people become very, very rich on passive income. And if that's your thing, of course, that's great. But then, somebody like me, I like to work. I like to be inventive. I like to create things. I like to do stuff. I could never see myself living off passive income because I would be bored. I would really be bored.
So how do you create an active income that's high enough to buy a car like this? Do you need to start some sort of side business, or
you need to start a business?
You need to be an entrepreneur?
I think you need to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I think unless you found something, a niche,
How do you find something to sell? What does a person do that's like, all right, I know I got to sell something.
Yeah.
Well, how the heck do I find it?
Well, look, if you haven't come across something very special and unique, go to some fairs. Go to a fair in China. Go to some fairs in Germany or whatever. Look around. Get inspiration, get ideas. Look at new products. Look at what people are buying. Look at what people are selling. Look at what's new. Look at scooters when they first came out. People were like, "What the hell is this?" But the first people that were on the whole scooter craze, they made a lot of money. And you would have come across a scooter had you gone to a fair that would have showcased scooters. So I think a really good place to start is to go to a fair that showcases new products,
like
and
a
new
convention.
inventions. Yeah, a convention. Yeah.